Romania and Bulgaria joined the EU in 2007. It was the afterburn of the EU's massive enlargement from 15 to 25 members in 2004, and there were plenty of doubters around as to their fitness to join the club. At home, however, no such doubt.
La préadhésion et l'adhésion même étaient acceptées par les Bulgares avec beaucoup d'enthousiasme parce que souvent l'Union européenne était vue comme le garant de l'état de droit.
It was a mobilizing factor for our nation to work together, but in the same time it was another kind of utopia, considering that once joining the EU, all problems will be solved. I think both trends were equally valid, but not necessarily helping us, because after concluding the negotiations, continuing with this utopia, we failed to prepare the country for the modernity, while the problems, and many problems still remain unsolved or improperly solved.
Romania, a country of 21 million, applied for membership in 1993 and signed an association agreement 2 years later. Accession was announced in 2004. Accession of its smaller southern neighbour Bulgaria, with just over 7 million people, was announced in 2005. When membership came on January the 1st, 2007, it was destiny fulfilled.
The past was not that important, or the Soviet bloc influence. What was bad was, of course, the legacy of the dictatorship, very poor administrative capacity, and a kind of unpreparedness for tackle the problems related to the multi-party system, but not more dramatic or less dramatic in comparison to any other country in the region.
Il ne faut pas oublier, le pays a été entraîné de force dans l'ex-bloc de l'Union soviétique. En revanche, c'est la volonté du peuple bulgare, des responsables politiques bulgares d'adhérer à la famille européenne par le respect des droits de l'homme, des droits fondamentaux et de l'état de droit qu'ils ont adhéré à l'Union européenne.
Three key shortcomings explain why both countries lagged behind their regional neighbours in joining the EU: justice, organised crime and corruption.
To switch from the toughest dictatorial regime in Europe to the capitalism in a short historical period of time is not easy. So the institutions which were called to fight the corruption were profiting. In the process of privatization, they were the ones to give the bribe and the ones to receive the bribe. Bribe was given to private persons, to politicians, but also to representatives of public institutions. And in this process, in muddy waters, corruption was booming, and still a major problem today.
The two could be forgiven for feeling singled out. Brussels keeps a close eye on progress on the rule of law, and one of Europe's defining principles, free movement of people, hasn't wholly applied in 8 wealthy member states, which placed restrictions on Romanian and Bulgarian migrant workers after 2007. Their rules expire in 2014.
La Bulgarie et la Roumanie ont adhéré à l'Union européenne, même s'ils ont eu des problèmes avec le système judiciaire, avec la corruption, avec la lutte contre la criminalité organisée. Par la suite, c'est aussi les 2 seuls pays qui se sont vus imposer un mécanisme de vérification et de coopération qui fait sentir quelque part les Bulgares, par exemple, comme des citoyens de seconde catégorie.
It's unfair. It's practically a lie, because their common behavior is not the one presented through the clichés. And the third, the values and the standards and the rules cannot be divided into the first-class members and the second-class members of the European Union.
Many in Europe would argue that when it comes to first- and second-class citizens, both countries could take a look at the treatment of their own Roma minorities. This was a key condition of accession negotiations, and the file is still open.